a lot about a lot of stuff. And she'll share it with you too. You don't even have to ask her. It's free advice. Technology. There's a virus online, something about free UPS delivery. Don't click on it. The weather report. It's cold out. You have a jacket? Cars and driving. You don't need to go the speed limit. In fact, you shouldn't. You shouldn't go the speed limit. Those people behind you, they can wait. My mom had a really embarrassing car when I was growing up. It was a white Cutlass Sierra, and it was held together with duct tape. There was this long metal thing along the side that was always flopping off, and she just got a big old piece of duct tape and stuck it on. And the ceiling was made of that fabric upholstery, and it was always falling down. The yellow styrofoam would come out. I'd show up at school with yellow bits in my hair. And my mom would staple it back up, so she carried a stapler in the glove compartment. She'd be driving, the ceiling would be falling down, staples were coming out. Mary, get the stapler! I'd get the stapler. Her next car was not as bad, it was a little better. She had that car for a while. And then when I finally got my driver's license, 4 months ago, she gave me that car. She gave me that car, and I was ecstatic because it's really a special car. It's actually it's a time machine, because when you get in it, you're in the 90s. There's a tape deck, and you can crank the windows down all by yourself. And there's even a 90s version GPS. It's one of those maps of Pennsylvania that when you unfold it, it fills up the whole car, and it has all like 100 folds, and you can never like get it back folded up the way it should be, and the crease is always ripping. It's a very convenient map. And my mom insisted I keep it in the glove compartment next to the stapler. Along with the car, she gave me a letter addressed to me from the car. And when I opened it, I had the same feeling that I had when I was 3 years old and my dad gave me a Valentine signed by my Cabbage Patch doll. I was really confused. Is she alive? Is she real? So I opened the letter from the car, and there was a lot of good advice in there. Be alert for stop signs. Keep a map handy. All those good pieces of advice. But there was one thing in there that it didn't mention, and that was roadkill. So 2 months later, I have my license, I have the map, I have the stapler, I'm good to go. I'm driving home, I'm on the road, and there's a car right behind me. And this beast leaps in front of my car with the front and back legs extended gracefully, like it's trying to get points from the judges. And I think it's a raccoon, but it's the size of a horse. I have no time to stop because the guy in back of me would slam into me. I have one split second. I can't stop, so it's just kind of like in Thelma and Louise when they know they're going over the cliff. Okay, here we go, and I accelerate. Boom! And I hit it, and all I hear is this ba-dump, 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 ba-dump rolling under the car, and this sickening crunch, and this noise, and I look behind me for the body, but I don't see anything. And I have to keep going because this guy is behind me, but I think that raccoon is stuck underneath my car because I didn't see where the body went. So I'm in a panic, and I think, well, I'll just drive back, and I'll look for the body, and if I see the body, then we're clear, then it's fine. It's not under there. So I drive back around, and I take the car back on the same route, and I'm going very slowly, really slow, and I'm like, please let there be a body. Please let there be a body. And that there's no body, and people behind me are beeping, so I have to keep going. And I go back around a second time, and I'm looking, and then I notice a house with a hilly driveway. So I back up the car into the driveway and go down it really fast, thinking if it's stuck underneath, I can maybe scrape it off. But no dice, nothing's there. So I go one more time, and there's no body, and then as if by a mirage, there's an auto mechanic shop that kind of comes up on the right. I'm like, oh, good, thank God, I pull in. But it's closed because it's really late at night. I do not want to get out of the car and look because I cannot face seeing that bloody body. I don't know what to do. I'm sitting there. Should I call somebody, the police, the game commissioner, a funeral home? I don't know. I'm trying to remember everything that I know about cars. And all I've got is the 7th grade talent show when we did Grease Lightning. And I know in the movie there was John Travolta's hair, and there was mousse, and there was a comb. But I don't really remember how the car was put together, how the pieces were. Can that raccoon get up in and around the car in different parts? Can it get all up in there? And I'll go to open the trunk, and it'll leap out like a naked Kim Jong in Hangover, which I'm already afraid of when I go to the trunk. And road tomorrow and there could be a cop behind me and the raccoon could just fall out right there in front of it. There's probably laws about that. I don't have a hunting license. I don't know. I'm from Philly. We carry handguns, not rifles, so I don't know about that. And my brother, he's this animal welfare advocate. He's very well known in the city. He's always getting his name in the paper for rescuing chickens from tall trees. So I just can imagine the headlines if his sister is getting caught transporting dead animals. I don't know what to do, so I drive home and I just sit in the street in my car. There's like an angel and a devil on each shoulder, and the angel's saying, Martha, you've got to take it into the shop and take care of this. Every time you go over a speed bump, that poor raccoon's head, and it's pregnant belly, there's babies in there. Go and take care of this. And then the devil's like, you can't afford to go to a mechanic, you don't have that money. That thing, let it rot. It should have been looking where it was going. Let it rot, it's probably got rabies. Let it rot. So I step out of the car and I don't look, and I just run into the house and I find the letter from the car and I check it, but it doesn't say anything about picking up animals. So I can't sleep. A couple days later, my mom and I are outside and she says, Martha, what's under your car? And my heart drops. And then she goes, oh no, it's just a shadow. But my nerves are shot, so I tell her everything. I think it's still under there, I say. And she goes, oh no, it would smell by now. You probably just, bonked it and went flying off and, to the side. No worries. I said, but I lost it. I didn't see it anywhere. I didn't see the body. She said, no, it's fine. It probably just ran off. It happens. It bumped, it runs off. Just runs off. After all that, you hit an animal and it just runs off. It's okay. I couldn't really believe it. I mean, part of me was like, no, I know something's under there, and I really want to keep on bringing crust out and leaving them under the car just to keep it happy. But then the other part of me thinks, if my mom says it, it's got to be true. My mom knows a lot about a lot of stuff. Thank you.